All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. Now, actually, the 14th Amendment is a fairly large amendment, but that's the key one. It changed this country from being a union of states, to a nation of one. And a way to make that analogy would be the European Union. I mean, are Frenchmen and Englishmen and Danes and Germans and Italians equal in their rights, or are they self-governed? They're self-governed. And that's how we were. We were like the European Union. You know, the European Union has its own common money. It opened up the borders. People can travel around now in the European Union. That's what we did. But then the government came in. We had this war that was supposed to preserve the Union, and the government used it to nationalize. So it'd be like going and say, well, no longer does France and Germany and Italy and Great Britain and Denmark and Poland, no longer are they sovereign states with local self-government. Now they're Europeans under one government. That's what happened to us with the 14th Amendment and Reconstruction. And let me tell you how this works. Originally, how much control did the federal government have over the people of the several states, the state citizens? None. Zero. Unless you dealt with international trade or something that they could regulate. None. Zero. I mean, could they interfere with the institution of slavery? No. I mean, even something that large, they couldn't touch. Okay? After the war, they made everyone a U.S. citizen. They nationalized citizenship. Think of this. If you have someone in Texas, a woman who wants an abortion in Texas, and she's a national citizen, she's a citizen of the United States, and the government says she has a right to an abortion in Texas, but she's a national citizen, does she have that right in South Carolina? She's a national citizen. Yep. Okay, so this is how that works. This is why it destroys states' rights. Right. So if Massachusetts recognizes gay marriage, for example, and that couple moves to North Carolina, and they're denied married couple status health benefits, and they sue, well, if the government says, well, they're recognized, it's lawful, they're United States citizens, they have a right to be married in Massachusetts, are they going to have that right in North Carolina? The answer is yes, because that's the way it works. We don't understand how it works. And I'm trying to get us to focus on the one point rather than a thousand. You have a guy by the name of James G. Blaine who wrote this book. He was a politician. He was one of the radical Republicans in Congress. And he gave a political speech, and you can't really read it here, but this speech was made in Skowhegan, Maine in 1866. So this is before the 14th Amendment is ratified. And he's talking about what the 14th Amendment means, because a lot of people say it's to give blacks civil rights. He says, and in making this extension of citizenship, we are not confining the breadth and scope of our efforts to the Negro. It is for the white man as well. We intend to make citizenship national. This is the nationalizing of citizenship. Originally, your citizenship came from your state. You were state citizens. Now it comes from the federal government. Now, we know about nationalized health care. The government has control. We know about nationalizing of the banking, nationalizing of the auto industry, government control. Right here, they nationalized our citizenship, giving them control. What I'm bringing up is a legal argument. Do I have a right to be a state citizen in the United States of America? I say I do. People, we can get our country back. I'm telling you, we can do it. It's going to take people. It's going to take people willing to stand up. Radicalism. Does that work? What's their slogan? I'm out, I'm proud, and I won't back down. I won't back down. They win when they do that. The abortion rights activists, do they back down? Does Planned Parenthood back down? Do they get what they want? Yes. When are we going to get the backbone? But see, the problem is we never had the knowledge and information to give us a foundation to stand on. We're standing on a Constitution that's dead. That the federal government, we're saying obey the Constitution. They're saying we're not going to do it. Why do we not have lawful government?
We tolerate.
Number one, no one knows it's gone.
That's right.
We think this is the only one available. And number two is, we're not participating in it. We got to put it right back into a proper relationship to where we're state citizens and they're our servants. Not we're national citizens and all of our benefits come from them. We got to beg them and plead them to get what we need. We got to get this thing turned back around.
That's right.
Yes.